There's a certain kind of silence that's different from the rest. It's not the peaceful quiet of a library or the serene hush of a forest at dawn. It's the silence that feels like waiting. It's the space between sending a text and getting a reply. The quiet moments before a big announcement, the stillness in the air before the first raindrop falls. This is the silence that hums with anticipation, filled with unspoken questions and possibilities. What will happen next? What will they say? Is good news on the way? We often try to fill this silence. We reach for our phones, turn on the TV, or start a random task, anything to distract from the tension of the unknown. We're conditioned to see waiting as wasted time, a void that needs to be packed with productivity or entertainment. But what if we chose not to fill it? What if we allowed ourselves to simply sit in that quiet anticipation? Imagine you're in a waiting room. The clock on the wall ticks with a slow, deliberate rhythm. The air is still. Instead of scrolling through your feed, you just sit. You notice the way the light falls through the window, the faint scent of coffee from down the hall, the gentle rise and fall of your own breath. In this moment of stillness, you're not just waiting, you're present. You're fully inhabiting the space between what was and what will be. This kind of waiting isn't passive, it's an active state of observation. It's about letting go of the need to control the outcome and instead, finding a sense of peace within the uncertainty. Think of it like holding your breath underwater. At first it's tense, but as you relax, you find you can stay under longer, exploring the quiet world beneath the surface. The silence of waiting is similar. When we resist it, it feels suffocating. When we lean into it, it can become a space for reflection and calm. Consider the gardener who plants a seed. After the seed is in the ground, there is a long period of waiting. There is no instant sprout, no immediate flower. There is only the quiet, dark earth. The gardener doesn't dig up the seed every day to see if it's growing. They trust the process. They water the soil, ensure it gets sunlight, and then they wait. This waiting is filled with hope and patience. It's an understanding that growth takes time and happens in its own rhythm, often unseen. Our own lives are much the same. We plant seeds of intention, a new project, a personal goal, a mended relationship, and then we must allow for the quiet period of growth. The silence of waiting can also be a powerful teacher. It teaches us patience, a virtue that's becoming rarer in our world of instant gratification. When we're forced to wait, we learn to slow down our internal clock and synchronize with a more natural, unhurried pace. It's in these moments that we can hear our own thoughts more clearly, without the constant noise of the outside world. What are you truly hoping for? What are your fears? The silence provides a canvas for these inner dialogues to unfold. Think about the silence just before a symphony begins. The conductor raises the baton, and a hush falls over the entire concert hall. Every person in the audience holds their breath. That silence is electric. It's not empty. It's full. It's filled with the potential of the beautiful music that is about to be played. The silence is part of the performance. It builds tension and makes the first note that much more impactful. Our lives have these symphonic silences too. The quiet before a first date, the stillness before a job interview, the pause before you say I love you for the first time. These moments are not just gaps to be endured. They are the setup for the beautiful music of our lives. We often associate waiting with anxiety. The what-ifs can run wild in our minds. What if the news is bad? What if they don't call back? What if I fail? This anxiety comes from our desire to know the future, to have a guarantee. But life offers no such guarantees. The only thing we can truly control is our response to the present moment. And the present moment, during a period of waiting, is silence. So, how can we befriend this silence? We can start by practicing mindfulness. When you find yourself in a state of waiting, bring your attention to your senses. What do you see? What do you hear in the quiet? Feel the chair beneath you, the air on your skin. Focus on your breath, the steady, reliable anchor that is always with you. Each inhale is a new beginning. Each exhale a letting go. Breathing in, you acknowledge the anticipation. Breathing out, you release the need to control. This isn't about eliminating the feeling of anticipation. Hope and excitement are wonderful emotions. It's about changing our relationship with the uncertainty that accompanies them. It's about finding a comfortable seat in the theater of the unknown, ready to watch the next act unfold without needing to have read the script beforehand. Think of the quiet moments you experience throughout your day, the pause after you turn off your car's engine before getting out, the brief stillness in your home after everyone has left for the day, the silence of the world just before sunrise. These are small, everyday invitations to practice being with the quiet. Don't rush to fill them. See them as little pockets of peace, opportunities to reset and reconnect with yourself. The silence of waiting can also be a creative space. Many artists and writers speak of the incubation period, a time when an idea sits quietly in the back of their mind, developing on its own. It's a period of not actively working on the project, but simply allowing it to be. This fallow period is essential. Just as a field needs to rest to regain its nutrients, our minds need periods of quiet waiting to generate new and brilliant ideas. When we're constantly busy, we don't leave any room for inspiration to bubble up from our subconscious. Let's reframe waiting. It's not a punishment. It's not a void. It is a transition. It's the chrysalis stage between the caterpillar and the butterfly. On the outside, it looks still and quiet, but on the inside, a magnificent transformation is taking place. When you find yourself in a period of waiting, remind yourself that you are in a state of transformation. You are gathering energy, preparing for what's next. You are becoming. The next time you're caught in that silence waiting for a call, for a result, for a sign, try this. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and another. Instead of fighting the feeling of being in limbo, embrace it. Tell yourself, I am here, in this moment of quiet potential. I don't know what will happen next, and that is okay. I trust the process. I am patient. I am at peace in the waiting. You might be surprised at what you find in that quiet space. You might find clarity. You might find a deep sense of calm. You might find a renewed sense of trust in your own journey. The silence isn't empty. It's waiting for you to listen. It's a gentle reminder that some of life's most profound experiences are unfound in the noise and the action, but in the quiet, hopeful, and transformative spaces in between. Allow this feeling to settle. The feeling of being okay with not knowing. It's a form of freedom. Freedom from the constant pressure to be moving, doing, and figuring everything out. It's the freedom to simply be. The world will continue to spin. The answers will come. The next chapter will begin. But for now, here in the silence, there is just you and the gentle hum of possibility. Cherish it. It is as much a part of your story as the moments of celebration and the periods of action. It is the quiet breath before the song. Thanks for joining me in this moment of reflection. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe and continue exploring these ideas with me. Be well and find peace in your waiting.